자기들 들이다 바꾸이 족과지 아야 족과지 들이다 저라 시야들이 다다 고육성 쪽 족과 에레 다 들은 것들이 내가 쪽이요 들 강인들은 고육들들이 선고육 전부 오는 조요래다 이적을 말했더니 망 고육들이 랑을 다단 것도 망바들은 되는 것으로 알야들은 낭바를 나는 싸우러 따는데 낭 세고 고력이 낭 고력도 세인 고력이 하더니 저땅 참을 동안 게 약고 지역나 들이상 고력들이 샘대고 자들이 라도 사지고 방톱 들이 때문에 고발을 돌돌 되는 고력 탐지 설랑상 섬요래 고력도 하다 가르쳐 버리 들이 때문에 무슨 괜히 봐들 저땅 괜히 봐 제살들이 사지게들이 산랑상승 고역대 하고 그래. 그래서 고역 tip어대 고바바가 산 고역 tip어 쏘지그 요래. 그래서 무슨 바고 소방을 산랑상승 고역대네. 고역들 로는야고 난 잡아야고 난 들이 돈한테 상는 동안 들이 제거서 나와 사지가 초과들 그냥 탁발에 들이 그만 많이 봐. 라테가 참아 라미 고역 따바착게 요래. 강이 진우 집제 빵 진피 집제 접성들이 대리 대리에서 이미 진우 이제 적 이미 이제 진우 이제 빵 이미 이제 접제도 또 셈을 통해 그리고서 낭바들은 세고 걸로 싸우는들 사실 종제적으로 랑 세명서 돌들 돌로 세고 상촉 셈지 싸워지 다지 나는 상촉 셈지 오늘 상고용 라비 그 사만 이미 이제 적 진우 이제 빵을 때다가 고용도 상상상 섬는 제를 들이송나 들이대가 내가 핀바들 내가 가세 있는 토리서 대화를 티와 차를 맘자가리 타톡사지 고망 소자대 고용으로 통돼요. 고용 상상상 섬지를 또 난 세무 고용을 세무 고용을 나도 고용 상마연 거래 나도 고용 상마는 들이 르가 고용 남지들이 차거래 너는 어찌 잡도 많네 진우 이제 빵을 소탁 상 이제 저는 사송 상 나실 다활 전화들이 상하상한데 늦게 다나주는 아담 장성 된 고역을 책을 대신을 딱딱 연구요래 그때는 이제 하장들이 두개 지에 고역 속바대 때로 잡라 로랭제 서고역 좀 많이 봐 그렇게 로랭만 이제 약고요래 그렇게 문에 동다 전부요래 그래서 답을 주시바대 설렁상성 고역 때문에 다 로열 문에질 들이 대회 들은 것들 가스탄 집에 레와셔야 강에 고요가 더 로랑하고 난 상상도 놀들이 로랑 나지 때 기지 보여래지
the Shitele to the Arya Sangha from Russia. That is an organization, an environmental organization, who asked me to say a few words about the environment. And so the environment actually has an outer, inner, and a secret aspect. And the protection of the outer environment, that is related to the outer world, the laws that we have to follow, and also it's related to encouraging others to preserve the environment. So that's the external aspect. The inner environment is something like an organization like the Arya Sangha, and the inner environment that is to be protected is the environment of the mind. And so if everyone pays attention to that, if everyone pays attention to the outer and the inner environment, then we connect to the secret environment, which means that then one will experience happiness and one becomes liberated from samsara. One attains the state of enlightenment. So it's very important to see the three aspects of environment, the outer, inner, and the secret. So then you are a Sangha or organization, and also for being a Sangha, you have to understand always the outer, inner, and the secret aspect. And so the outer aspect of environment is samsaric, sentient beings, people. they consider only the outer external environment as important. But as Buddhist practitioners, we also should pay attention to the inner and the secret environment and purifying the inner and the secret environment. So therefore, I encourage you to not only, of course, also, but not only protect the outer environment, but also the inner environment by, for example, having discussion groups with each other, and by making these kind of announcements, by getting this word out. And so, since it is a Buddhist organization, it should really come from the bottom of our heart, and not just because that we were encouraged to protect the environment, but really it should come naturally from the bottom of our heart, because as a Buddhist practitioner, naturally we engage in activities to abandon harming others and activities that accomplish the benefit of others, just naturally. And mainly of the three kinds of environment, what's most important is really the mind, the motivation that you have. And now, since we are Buddhist practitioners, we are looking inside at the mind. And the Buddha said, completely tame your own mind, completely purify, clean your own mind. So in brief, if you have that seed of bodhicitta, that root of bodhicitta, and then naturally, actually, you actually naturally connect to the three ways of protecting environment, the outer, inner, and the secret. Because naturally, if you have bodhicitta, you will not harm others, and you will do things that are beneficial for others. And that will lead to a temporary benefit. So that means in all future lifetimes, from lifetime to lifetime, you will experience the happiness of birth in the three higher realms. And ultimately, you attain the state of enlightenment. And actually, such attainment really depends on the cleaning, the protection of environment, but on the outer, inner, and secret level. And so to summarize it, the most important environment to protect is the environment of the mind. Because if the mind is clean, pure, then your speech is pure. And if your speech is pure, then your body is pure. Your physical actions are pure naturally. We learned that already, actually, when we take the refuge vow. In the refuge vow, it says, when harm to others and its cause are abandoned, this is the essence of the individual liberation vows. When benefit to others and its cause are accomplished, that's the essence of the bodhisattva vows. And when you see the universe and beings in a pure way, with a pure perception, that's the essence of the Vajrayana vows. And so this is really the essence, exactly what this organization accomplishes. Those three the vehicles with their three vows. So I'm extremely grateful to you for that. And again, I encourage you to hold discussions with or discussion groups with each other, and to encourage others to not only pay attention to the outer environment, and the inner environment is very important. So what you are doing is really extremely meaningful. With great joy and delight, I put forward this request to you, since you're an environmental organization. I hope that you will propagate, increase the outer, inner, and the secret aspects of protecting the environment by, for example, holding discussion groups and so on. So these activities are very important.
They got some mango, this is a mango, Tashi Dele.
And whatever activity we engage in, it's always important to think about what will come from it, the result of this activity. And so therefore also when we engage in activities to protect the environment on the outer, inner and secret level, now what are the results of doing that? The results are that you accomplish your own benefit and the happiness of others. And what is your own benefit? It is that temporarily you will be benefited, things will go well, and ultimately you will achieve happiness. And so the root of that accomplishment is to have the motivation of bodhicitta, thinking that I'm doing this, we are protecting the environment for the sake of sentient beings, to freedom from suffering and to bring happiness to them. And actually, the real teachings of the Buddha really actually, in an ultimate sense, come down to environment, the outer, inner, and the secret environment. And therefore, the activities that you engage in, combining body, speech, and mind, are extremely meaningful. So have this motivation and awareness, thinking that I'm doing this for the sake of self and others, and for the sake of the Buddha's teachings. And the real Buddha's teachings actually is the environment, the three aspects of environment. With a lot of joy and gratitude for that, I say sipa sipa, thank you, and dashi delek.
Oh, that 산지 때 막내들 핀 받아 대고 저때 핀데 용은 내적 보지 들랑 핀 받기는 대와 내가 핀만 타톡 대와 제작 대와 요리 그래서 핀데 용은 내적 보때 마영 내 받아 때 만든 몇 집은 그것이 장진 찐저게 고용 내가지 사지 때 만든 거 요상 지상로 동거리네 저 따치버리 총총요 말해지 상상성 고용 대상로 동거리지.
And the Buddha's teachings are, as it says in this prayer, the only source of all benefit and happiness. It is your own benefit and the happiness of others, or the temporary benefit and the ultimate happiness. So there's this prayer, may the Buddha's teachings, only source of benefit and happiness, endure for a long time, and may all those victory banners, the great beings who uphold the teachings, have a long life. So therefore, your activity is not a small activity, it's a great activity. It's an activity really of upholding the Buddha's teachings, since the teachings should really be understood to actually be and come down to environment, or purifying, protecting the environment on the outer, inner, and the secret level.
나라니 그 눈팀이 봐 라고 욕인데 당이 선왕상성은 고역도 나이 땅땅같이 해요 상들이 그때 따버리 진짜로 창거요 그 참말 다시 되는 데 고역 속발에 적체 담지를 통지지 시바시바 망보셔요 이제.
For example, what I'm doing day and night is spinning this prayer wheel. And why am I doing that? Actually, it is also for the protection of the environment, the outer, inner, and the secret environment. So in this way, I'm always cleaning the environment on all levels. Actually, all the aspects are included in just spinning the prayer wheel. So anyways, Dashi Delek, and thank you for everyone who is part of this organization. Thank you for what you're doing, Sipa, and also many Dashi Delek, many thank you.
Sipa, Maho.